So the question is why Python and why not any other languages? Yeah. So far, the way the technology, just go back some 20, 30 years, right? Or maybe 50 years or 70 years, 1950s. What was more important is you have to, you were doing everything on paper. Agree? Yeah. So for even basic mathematical calculation, you had to rely on paper, or you knew the formulas, how it was scientifically, everything was there. But then suddenly they had to make something, which is, how to put that, something more automated. Okay. So think everything. Think this world. How are you seeing this world now? How the world is shaping up. Everything is a transaction. Okay. So when I say transaction, you have Swiggy, you have an app for it, and you give some input, it delivers an output. Agree? Yeah. Think about anything. You want education, basic needs of human being. You want education, you have an institution. Agree? What is the input of this? You pay, and what you get out of it, you get an education. Basic need of human being, food, you have a Swiggy, you pay, and you get. Okay. Any other example? You want a home, shelter. Shelter is the right word. You have so many real estate agencies. Okay. You pay and you get it. Okay. Likewise, we can go on with a lot of examples, sir. So it is a transactional world. You give something and you're going to get a service. So service is the right word, more than transactional. What is a transaction? We'll try to understand later. But everything is service oriented. Do you all agree? Everything is service oriented. So this is how. So just try to get a feel of it. When it is a service oriented, how you might have seen in an Excel, they made something like this. You do a sum, you give a lot of entries, it will give you an output. Agree? So sometimes what do you call? This is called a function. It is called a method. In some languages, it is called a method. In a broader way, it is called a service. It is also called a transaction. It is also called an operation. All mean one or same. In a different context, all of them mean one or same. You have experienced this? I give in the calculator, I give an input. 1 plus 2. It gives me an output. I give an input. 3 plus 4. It gives me an output. That is a service. Do you agree? Yeah. In the calculator, and then came an Excel sheet, and now you are doing it. Right? Everything is a service. Okay. So now when it was evolving, the software industry was evolving, the first thing what they wanted is more memory. So they made static websites, static pages. Agree? They made static web pages. Later what they did, they made dynamic. They started storing the data in a database, and they started showing this. Agree? And later they realized their actual need was they saw the benefits of software, right? So they realized, okay, I can do business using my software applications. I can automate a whole lot of my processes using softwares, and this data what I have, I can do intelligent formulas on this, and I can draw some business intelligence. Agree? They realized this, and then they started doing that. Okay. But then what happened is, when they were doing all this, okay, this data was so huge, right? It was billions together and all. They invented systems called, they call it as BI systems, business intelligence systems. You might have heard about Teradata and all. You've heard? Not normal SQL engines, but big engines, BI word, BI power and all, business intelligence. Okay, there are so many systems like this. So when they had to do it, if for you to generate a normal report, it would take 1 week and all. Now business person has a meeting tomorrow. He's meeting a certain CEO and he wants some information from it. And he can't really wait. He comes 2 days and tells the IT team saying, okay, I want a report. I really want to get something where I can go and talk. I can pace my pitch with that. But your IT team says, you have to give me minimum 1 month if I have to run the query and I have to do it. And these guys would not even know what this guy is asking, the management guy. Okay, so this was the problem. So then when the software was evolving, they thought, okay, we need a good storage, plus we need a good processing power. I can run these queries and I can get an insight what I want suddenly. So for the storage, what they did is they did something called distributed storage. They started distributing your storages. They no more put it into big systems like Teradata and Oracle. Rather, what they did is they chunked the data and they started storing it in Hadoop-like systems. Small laptop-like hardware, they will put it in a rack. Google, you might have seen the data center, right? Google data center. What they will do, small, they'll connect all of them, they distribute the data. Because and it becomes very cheap for them, right? But you store the data this way. But now I need to process on this. I need to write the query and I need to get what I want on it. I need to write a program on it. Okay, here there are order data. Let's assume order data you have checked. Order is sitting here. I need to write one program on top of this, which could read the data from all of this, and still I get that data. I wanted a technology. So Hadoop gave you that technology. It's called distributed computing. Okay, distributed computing. And with this, what happened is, but then now you this all capability you got, but then you wanted to why software, what kind of software anybody would like. We don't want you to put big paragraphs and explanation, right? We would want to put visualization. What visualization? I would want to see the data in a graph. When you grow your career at our level, we don't want people talking to us with the paragraphs and all. We hate that. What we expect is you come with the facts. You show me a graph and I'm going to talk or take any decisions using the facts in front of me. And I want more visualization because it saves a lot of my time. We can't just crib, talking on it. You getting it? So visualization was more important for the business leaders, because business leaders, the way they see anything, for them to make a decision is more visualization. What is better than doing the graphs? Graph is something which brings a whole lot of your information. It condenses into some image. Agree? That visualization. So that was the thing. And Python was the language which made your visualization easy. Did I answer your question? Yeah. So all other languages are trying to catch up. Java is also trying to add a lot of visualization thing. So in Python, what happens? Python.histogram I will do. Histogram, I will give certain input, some data points. It will draw a graph for me. Simple, 2 lines of code, it will do all that. And that is why all the developers want to learn that, because it's so easy to do. But the moment you learn Python, you will not learn any other languages, C, C++. But if you learn Java, then Python becomes 2 days. You can learn Python. So I always recommend people don't learn Python. Python, you will learn it by yourself in 2 days, 3 days time. Learn something else. Learn object-oriented languages, Java and all. Because Python becomes so easy for you. You getting it? Because Python, everything they have done it. What is that you will learn? There's nothing to learn there, because everything is so input. You learn, you just know some concepts. Okay, I want to learn, I want to do a bar chart. I want to do a histogram. I want to do something else. I want to take a mean. I want to take a standard deviation. I want to take a variance. Okay, I want to draw a box plot. You give some input to all this, it will give you the graph outfit. What is that you are doing then? Right? then why we have to learn so much of engineering and all? We are not solving anything. It is doing everything for you. So that doesn't mean we will not make use of it. The core idea is let's get to the fundamentals of it. What we want to do is we want to understand how Python is doing it inside. That is when I can write any type of programs what I want. Are you with me? Getting it? Okay. So it is a collaboration of a management world and it's a collaboration of this engineering world. Both have come together and now it is so possible, right? This era is all about that. Both have to collaborate. Management person will come and sit beside us and he'll say, okay, this is a business process and I want you to show this kind of data. I sense that there is a leakage in this process. I'm losing a whole lot of money here. Can you prove it to me using your data? Show me, prove it to me. I sense, like that. Generally, we will have a feel, right? This month there is no sales, but I want to really understand from the data how much of my sales has gone down or how much of an improvement has happened, degrade has happened. How can I improve my business process using my using this technology? Okay, did I answer your question?
But you can use that different levels if you want.
You can. No